What's going on, my tiddly bitch? It's Man the Caveman here, and we're checking out the deluxe Tigra from Super 7. Now, Super 7 gets a bad rap. They really do. And I can't really compare or have a big opinion on them because I've only got a Lion-O from Super 7. Their stuff does look really good, but is this another example of something that looks good and is going to leave a lot to desire? Let's find out. So, let's see what we got here. Like, he looks good. Colors are nice. That's very, very stiff. It only goes up and down. Oh, actually, it doesn't go up and down at all. No up, no down. Just side to side. It can go all the way around.
It stays crunchy, even in milk.
There's no neck articulation. There's an ab crunch. It kind of feels... It definitely feels cheaper than my Ultimate Lion-O. I think that's what that was. It does feel a bit cheap. Sounds a bit hollow too. Like, and for $35, I know they're testing the waters on this stuff. I can't compare it to the old one, but I heard a lot of complaints on this, and I'm starting to see maybe why people don't really like Super 7 all that much. It's got a single elbow, bicep swivel, arm goes all the way around. It's got a hinge at the shoulder. It's got a waist swivel. So, same thing over here for the other arm. Bicep, single elbow. It does have a wrist hinge. That goes all the way around too. This arm is actually a little harder to do because of this sleeve that's over here. Isn't this supposed to be yellow too? Like, this little area right here is supposed to be yellow. Same thing on his boots. These little dots are supposed to be yellow too, no?
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
There's not a whole lot of articulation going on with these guys that call themselves Super 7.
7 inches long.
Let's see. So that goes out pretty far. He could do some splittage, huh? Could definitely get him doing some splits. So that single knees do have ankle articulation, ankle pivot, so that's not too bad. There's some good range in the legs at least, but not a whole lot going on upstairs. This I guess this kind of diaper type underwear thing they got going on is kind of flexible, so that does help with the leg articulation. It does not go up that much at all, or back that much at all, but definitely goes out to the side a good amount. Probably get them in some cool... Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't hate it, but I could see what people don't like about Super 7 stuff.
Super not good.
I think they're starting to upgrade though with the new Ninja Turtles they got coming out. I think it's next year, right? The 2003 Ninja Turtles. But anyway, he comes with his signature whip with those 3, I guess, whip heads on the end right there. This is pretty nice, actually. It's like nylon or something. It's nice material. And you could probably get them in some cool poses. So here we got Tygra with Thanos from Marvel Legends and the Shadow of Spawn figure from the McFarlane line. And he does fit in nicely with 7-inch guys. And here we got Tygra with, you could see like towers over the Mandalorian and Raphael from the Batman vs. Ninja Turtle series. Those figures are, I should do a review on those. Like, that's another example of how things can look good, but man, like, are they worth the money? Like, Yeah, sometimes they are definitely not worth the money. Sometimes they're more of a headache than they are an enjoyable piece, you know what I mean? And here's Tygra with Popeye and Orko for a little more size comparison on smaller characters. Cheetara. Honestly, this one I think is better than the Tigra. Like, this doesn't feel like as cheap. She comes with the two accessories, which isn't really much. Her staff and a smaller staff, so it's not too crazy. Let's get that from rolling away. But she doesn't feel like, she looks really good too. Like, they are a little dumbed down since they are, um, the deluxe series. But I mean, the details are still kind of there, you know. Like, I mean, there might be some things missing. It's not too noticeable on Cheetara though. Maybe a little lighter color scheme. Like, it doesn't. She's got a little bit of a diaphragm. Well, she could twist at the diaphragm. Uh, Head, obviously. Hair is always an issue with a lot of things. The hair just gets in the way. But she can look down, side to side, kind of. You could see side and down. So arms go look out, around, swivel at the wrist, hinge at the wrist, single jointed elbows, swivel at the elbows. She does not do as big of a split. Well, that actually doesn't. I'm not gonna mess with that. Look, I can actually see. It looks like it could break in there. So I am not messing with that. Like, I don't know if you could see that in there, but that definitely looks like it could break. So I'm not messing with that. Single joint knees, a little swivel. There should be a boot cut at least, like right here. That's like the perfect place for a boot cut. Like, I don't know why that's not in there. Hinge at the ankle. A little rocker at the ankle, not too much. But again, like, these are $35. They're like the dumbed down version of the Ultimates. But I mean, all I'm really noticing is different paint apps, and it's the same figure pretty much. Like, just a little less paint and a little less accessories. But all in all, like, I do like the Cheetara. Like, the Cheetara I liked. She came out pretty good. Like, I know some people were saying she can't really get in like a running stance, but I mean, you've seen when I first put her out there, she was in a running stance. So I don't know. Like, I can get her in a running stance where she stands. Maybe, maybe not. Now she's not gonna do it, right? Isn't it always like that when you're trying to do something or you're recording?
Yes, well, I'm afraid you were wrong.
You can get her in an okay running stance, not like anything like crazy, like dynamic or anything. Like, I mean, that's not bad. Like, you could use a flight stand or something to get her to do it.
And you were wrong.
I do like the Cheetara a lot better than the Tigra. Like, especially that hollow, kind of cheap, like the way it was on the Tigra was just so bad. Like, I mean, it's still outdated. Like, honestly, this is the price that the stuff should have been, and they, with the extra access, I can't get her to stand. I'm not gonna fiddle with her and everything. There we go. See,
Boom!
the staff with the assist. You do I mean, I guess I can see the gripes where people say you can't really get her in like a running stance or anything. Like, I mean, the articulation is just outdated. Your excuses are just excuses at this point. Like, the stuff looks good and everything. It's just you gotta get with the program, man. You know. And of course, she goes perfectly with the Thundercat line. But you could see the difference with like paint apps on the Lion-O. Obviously, that's the ultimate one. And like I said, that Tigra, that torso part just feels so cheap. but I think she's worth the $35. I mean, maybe $30, honestly. Outdated articulation, and she does rely a lot on that staff for posability, though. Like, if you want to get her in more type, like running, even just having her, when I posed her there, she I needed the staff to keep her posed. And here we got Cheetara with April O'Neil from NECA and Deadpool from Marvel Legends. And finally, we got Cheetara with Sam from the Tooney-Terra line. I believe that's NECA also. And R2-D2 from Black Series. So my final thoughts on this, I guess, new deluxe Thundercats line. So far, I'm not hating it. Obviously, the articulation is very outdated. That Tygra torso, I know I'm harping on that one, but that just feels so cheap. Like, they definitely need to update some things. They look fantastic. The paint it's good. It's, they took some stuff out. You didn't really get as much as the Ultimates, but honestly, I feel like they would have done better. Like, the Lion-O that I have, the Ultimate Lion-O, is a really nice figure. It doesn't feel cheap. Paint apps are great. It looks great. Articulation, once again, just leaves something to be desired. All in all, I do like the Cheetara a lot better than the Tygra. He just kind of feels stiff and more outdated. The Cheetara does rely on that staff a lot. All in all, I don't hate them. They're good representation for a piece of my childhood. So I don't have a lot of complaints. And realistically, they're just going to go up on the shelf and just look cool as shit. So,
Hell yeah! Ha!
If that's what you're looking for, then $35, and you can pick up these bad boys. I think they'll end up doing the entire crew, so you'll be able to get them all eventually. But anyway, all right, that's enough of that, and I'll catch you guys next time in the cave.